Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth and success, while others struggle? What if the answer lies not in effort alone, but in aligning your energy with universal principles? Imagine waking up on January 1st, 2025, feeling an overwhelming sense of abundance and opportunity flowing into your life. This video explores how the colors you wear and the intentions you set can be transformative tools for creating a prosperous new year. Join me on this journey as we uncover ancient teachings, real-life stories, and actionable rituals that can help you unlock your true potential. Before we dive in, leave a comment saying, "I wish for abundance in 2025." And let's connect with this powerful energy together. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness, where we bring timeless wisdom into modern life. It's important to preface this section by clearly stating that while color symbolism and its potential influence on emotional states are explored in various cultural and spiritual traditions, including chromotherapy, these concepts are not core tenets of traditional Buddhist philosophy. Buddhism focuses on the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and concepts like karma, impermanence, and dependent origination as the path to liberation. While colors are used symbolically in Buddhist art and iconography, e.g. the 5 colors of the Buddhist flag, these are primarily symbolic representations of specific concepts within Buddhist doctrine, not a system of color therapy or energy manipulation. Therefore, the following exploration of color symbolism is presented within the context of general cultural and symbolic associations, acknowledging connections to other traditions like chromotherapy, but clearly distinguishing these from core Buddhist teachings. Colors are widely recognized for their ability to evoke different emotions, associations, and cultural meanings. In various spiritual and cultural practices, and in fields like chromotherapy, color therapy, it is suggested that colors carry vibrational frequencies that can influence our emotional states and even how others perceive us. Some traditions suggest that certain colors can be associated with concepts like prosperity, success, and inner peace. It is believed by some that as the year ends, energies become particularly potent, making this a time for reflection, intention setting, and aligning oneself with desired outcomes for the upcoming year. The following are common symbolic associations of colors in various cultural and spiritual contexts, not specifically within Buddhist teachings. Red, often associated with courage, passion, energy, strength, action, and ambition. Red is considered a color of power and vitality in many cultures. It can stimulate strong emotions, representing both love and anger, and is frequently used to signify importance or urgency. Gold, often associated with wealth, prosperity, abundance, success, royalty, and worthiness. Gold carries an aura of prestige and divine connection in numerous traditions. It symbolizes the sun's light, illumination, and enlightenment. In some spiritual practices, gold represents the highest ideals of virtue and wisdom. Green, often associated with growth, nature, fertility, healing, harmony, and prosperity. Green is frequently linked to renewal and life. It represents balance, freshness, and health. Many people associate it with a connection to the natural world and a sense of rejuvenation. Blue, often associated with serenity, peace, calmness, wisdom, intuition, and communication. Blue can have a soothing effect on the mind and body. It is often seen as a color of depth, encouraging introspection and clarity. White, often associated with purity, innocence, new beginnings, cleansing, clarity, and spirituality. White represents a blank canvas, symbolizing the potential for transformation and enlightenment. It is frequently used in rituals and ceremonies as a symbol of renewal and divine presence. The 5 colors in Buddhist art and symbolism. To provide clarity and distinction, let's explore how colors are utilized within Buddhist contexts, especially as they relate to Buddhist art and symbolism. In Buddhism, the 5 primary colors, blue, yellow, red, white, and green, carry specific symbolic meanings connected to the teachings of the Buddha and the elements of existence. Blue represents mindfulness, compassion, and healing. It is associated with the element of air and the wisdom of the Buddha. Yellow represents nourishment, humility, and rootedness. It is tied to the earth element and spiritual growth. Red represents energy, vitality, and passion, but also the transformative power of the Buddha's teachings. It is connected with fire and purification. White represents purity, detachment, and the awakening of the mind. It is often linked to water and clarity. Green represents balance, harmony, and the interconnectedness of all things. It is associated with the element of wind and activity. These colors are often used in Buddhist flags, mandalas, and thangkas, Tibetan Buddhist paintings, to visually represent different aspects of the Buddhist teachings. Unlike in chromotherapy or other color-based healing traditions, these symbolic uses are not intended to manipulate energies, but to remind practitioners of specific spiritual principles. Chromotherapy, or color therapy, is an alternative practice that involves using colors to promote physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. This approach is rooted in the idea that colors emit specific wavelengths of light that can influence the human body's energy fields. While modern science has not fully validated these claims, proponents of chromotherapy argue that red can stimulate energy and vitality, addressing fatigue and lethargy. Blue can promote relaxation and reduce stress. Green can enhance feelings of balance and inner peace. Yellow can improve mood and mental clarity. Purple, often associated with spirituality, can encourage introspection and meditation. Chromotherapy is sometimes integrated into wellness practices, such as meditation spaces lit with specific colors or therapies involving colored lenses or lights. It's important to note that this practice is distinct from any religious tradition, including Buddhism. Different cultures attribute unique meanings to colors. Here are examples that demonstrate how symbolism varies across traditions. In Chinese culture, red is associated with luck and happiness, especially in celebrations like the Lunar New Year. Gold symbolizes wealth and prosperity, while white is often associated with mourning. In Indian culture, saffron, a shade of orange, is considered sacred and represents purity and spirituality. Green is tied to fertility and life, while blue symbolizes divinity and bravery. In Western culture, black often signifies mourning or formality, while white represents purity and weddings. Red is linked to love and passion. In African culture, colors hold tribal significance. For example, red can symbolize violence or vitality, while blue represents love and peace. While cultural and spiritual traditions offer frameworks for interpreting color symbolism, personal experiences often shape how individuals perceive colors. A favorite color might evoke feelings of nostalgia, security, or joy. Similarly, certain hues might carry negative associations due to past experiences. To harness the power of colors in everyday life, consider decorating with intention. Choose colors for your living or working space based on the mood you want to create. For example, blue tones might enhance focus in a home office, while green accents could foster relaxation in a bedroom. Dressing for impact. Use colors in clothing to influence how you feel or how others perceive you. Bright colors like red or yellow can convey confidence, while neutral tones might suggest professionalism. Using color in meditation. Some meditation practices involve visualizing colors to focus the mind or evoke specific emotional states. Color symbolism is a fascinating field that bridges art, culture, and psychology. While distinct from Buddhist teachings, exploring the emotional and symbolic power of colors can enhance understanding of how visual elements shape our perceptions and experiences. Whether in spiritual practices, cultural traditions, or everyday life, the energy of colors offers a rich avenue for reflection, creativity, and personal growth. Red, symbolic associations with courage and determination. Red is a color that evokes strong emotions and has diverse cultural and symbolic associations. This exploration of red as a symbol highlights its multifaceted nature, rooted in various traditions and psychological frameworks. Below are some of the key symbolic meanings associated with the color red. Red is often associated with high energy levels, passion, excitement, and a sense of urgency. In many cultures, it is a stimulating color that can evoke intense emotions. The psychology of red suggests it increases heart rate and adrenaline production, creating a sense of urgency or heightened awareness. This makes red a common choice for activities or events that require action and focus. Cultural associations. Western cultures, red is linked to passion and vitality, often seen in sports team logos or energy drink advertisements. Eastern cultures. In China, red symbolizes prosperity, happiness, and celebration, frequently used in weddings and festivals. Psychological perspective. Red activates the sympathetic nervous system, leading to increased physical arousal. This arousal can translate to heightened performance in activities requiring physical energy or mental focus. Red symbolizes courage, strength, assertiveness, and self-confidence. These qualities make it a color often associated with leaders and those seeking to inspire action or respect. Historical symbolism. In ancient Rome, generals and warriors adorned red cloaks to symbolize bravery and authority. Revolutionary movements often use red flags as symbols of strength and resilience. Application in modern contexts. Red is frequently used in professional settings to project confidence and determination, such as in power ties or bold outfits for public appearances. Red is universally recognized as the color of love and desire. This association is deeply ingrained in cultural and artistic traditions worldwide. Symbolism in literature and art. Red roses, commonly exchanged as tokens of love, embody the passion and depth of romantic relationships. In literature, red is often used to symbolize forbidden love or the intensity of human emotion. Commercial use. Valentine's Day marketing heavily features red as a primary color to evoke romantic sentiments. The color is also used in branding for products associated with luxury, passion, or allure, such as perfumes and high-end fashion. In some contexts, red can represent danger, warning signs, aggression, or anger. This association stems from red's visibility and its connection to blood, fire, and primal survival instincts. Functional uses. Red traffic lights and stop signs convey the need for caution or immediate action. Sports referees often use red cards to signal serious infractions. Psychological effect. Red can evoke feelings of aggression or dominance, making it a double-edged sword depending on the context in which it is used. The story of Rosa serves as a symbolic anecdote to illustrate the cultural associations of red, rather than as evidence of a direct cause-and-effect relationship between wearing red and achieving success. Rosa was preparing for a crucial job interview and felt a strong need for a boost of confidence. After deliberating, she chose to wear a bold red outfit, believing the color would project strength and determination. Upon entering the interview room, she felt more assertive, attributing her heightened confidence to her outfit. Her demeanor impressed the panel, and she ultimately secured the job. Key takeaways from Rosa's story. Psychological impact. Rosa's choice of red may have influenced her own perception of confidence, which translated into assertive behavior. Cultural symbolism. Her belief in red's empowering qualities aligns with the cultural and psychological associations of the color. Non-causal association. The success of Rosa's interview cannot be directly attributed to the color red, but the symbolism provided her with a psychological boost. From a symbolic perspective, red is often associated with energizing and motivating qualities, making it symbolically connected to pivotal moments where confidence, action, and a sense of power are desired. However, it is important to approach these associations with the understanding that they are symbolic rather than predictive or causative. Practical implications. Individuals may use the color red to set a tone for events or situations where energy, confidence, or passion are desired. Awareness of red's dual symbolism can guide its use in appropriate contexts, balancing its empowering and cautionary associations. Distinguishing symbolism from doctrine. Symbolism. Red's cultural and psychological associations are fascinating and can provide insights into human behavior and tradition. Doctrine. Core Buddhist teachings are grounded in principles such as mindfulness, ethical conduct, and the pursuit of enlightenment, without reliance on color therapy or material influences. While setting positive intentions and engaging in practices that promote well-being can be beneficial, it's crucial to distinguish these practices from the core Buddhist path. Symbolic uses of color like red can serve as a tool for personal empowerment, but should not be conflated with spiritual teachings. In conclusion, the color red serves as a powerful symbol of courage, determination, and a host of other emotions and qualities. While its associations can be useful in various cultural and psychological contexts, these meanings remain distinct from the teachings and principles of Buddhism. Red's rich and varied symbolism continues to inspire and influence individuals, providing a fascinating lens through which to understand human expression and motivation. Gold. Symbolic associations with wealth and self-worth. Gold has captivated humanity for millennia, becoming a universal symbol of wealth, power, and intrinsic value. Its shimmering allure has been interwoven into cultural narratives, spiritual practices, and economic systems, making it one of the most potent symbols in human history. However, it is essential to distinguish these associations from the teachings of Buddhism. While gold appears in Buddhist art and iconography, its role is deeply spiritual, representing enlightenment, purity, and the intrinsic worth of the Dharma, Buddhist teachings. It does not endorse material attachment or beliefs in gold's ability to manipulate energy or attract material success. This discussion explores gold's symbolic associations from historical, psychological, and cultural perspectives, offering a rich tapestry of insights into its significance, while remaining clear that these interpretations are not rooted in Buddhist doctrine. Gold symbolism has evolved alongside human civilization. Its physical properties, brilliance, malleability, and resistance to tarnish, made it highly desirable. Across cultures, gold became a marker of prosperity and divine favor. Ancient Egyptians, for example, believed gold was the flesh of the gods, representing immortality and divine connection. In Greek and Roman societies, gold coins were a standard of wealth and a medium of exchange, solidifying its association with economic prosperity. In medieval Europe, alchemists sought to transform base metals into gold, not solely for material wealth, but as a metaphor for spiritual transformation and the attainment of perfection. Gold's enduring luster and rarity further embedded it as a symbol of permanence, value, and transcendence. Symbolic associations of gold. 1. Wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Gold's universal recognition as a symbol of wealth stems from its historical use as currency and a standard for economic stability, e.g., the gold standard. It represents material success and abundance, often serving as a benchmark for affluence. In modern society, gold continues to be a preferred investment, symbolizing financial security and prosperity. 2. Royalty, status, and prestige. Throughout history, gold has been associated with royalty and high social status. From crowns and scepters to gilded palaces, it has adorned the symbols of power and authority. Monarchs and rulers used gold to convey their elevated position, cementing its link to prestige and influence. 3. Value, worth, and excellence. The phrase "worth its weight in gold" reflects the deep-seated association between gold and value. Awards like gold medals signify excellence and the highest achievement. Gold's enduring nature makes it a metaphor for timeless value and quality. 4. Spirituality, enlightenment, and purity. In spiritual traditions, gold often symbolizes enlightenment, purity, and the divine. Within Buddhism, gold is used in iconography to depict the Buddha's enlightened nature and the intrinsic purity of the mind. It reflects the eternal and unchanging truths of the Dharma, distinct from materialistic interpretations. Gold's symbolic power extends beyond physical attributes, deeply influencing psychological perceptions of self-worth and confidence. The act of wearing or displaying gold can have profound psychological effects, serving as a reminder of one's value and aspirations. Helena's story illustrates gold's psychological symbolism rather than any mystical or energetic properties. As an entrepreneur facing self-doubt, Helena began wearing a gold bracelet to symbolize her intrinsic worth and potential. This small act became a catalyst for change. By associating gold with confidence and success, Helena's self-perception shifted, leading to more assertive client interactions and a positive outlook. Her story underscores the power of symbolic objects in shaping self-belief and behavior. Psychological effects of gold symbolism. Visual cues and affirmation. Gold can act as a visual cue, reinforcing self-assurance and a sense of worthiness. Association with success. Wearing or owning gold may remind individuals of their achievements and aspirations, fostering a success-oriented mindset. Confidence booster. The symbolic weight of gold can instill a sense of empowerment, aiding in personal and professional interactions. Buddhism teaches that clinging to material wealth leads to suffering, dukkha. The pursuit of external possessions is seen as a distraction from the cultivation of inner peace and wisdom. Instead, Buddhism encourages generosity, ethical living, sila, and mental discipline, samadhi, as paths to true fulfillment. In Buddhist temples, gold is often used to gild statues and stupas, symbolizing the sacred and timeless nature of the Buddha's teachings. However, these representations aim to inspire reverence and reflection, not material desire. In Eastern cultures, gold holds significant symbolic value. In Chinese tradition, gold is associated with prosperity and good fortune. During Lunar New Year, gold-colored decorations symbolize wealth and abundance for the coming year. In Western societies, gold has long been a marker of affluence and achievement. The American dream is often symbolized by the pursuit of golden opportunities, reflecting gold's cultural association with success and ambition. Gold frequently appears in rituals and ceremonies worldwide, from wedding rings symbolizing eternal love to gold artifacts used in religious offerings. Its presence signifies honor, purity, and divine connection. Gold's enduring allure invites philosophical reflection on the nature of value and worth. Is gold's value intrinsic, or does it derive from human perception and societal constructs? Its dual role as a material asset and a symbolic entity challenges us to consider the balance between external wealth and inner fulfillment. Practical takeaways and contemporary relevance. Understanding symbolism. Recognize that gold's symbolic associations can inspire confidence and self-worth, but should not replace the cultivation of intrinsic qualities like kindness, wisdom, and generosity. Distinguishing spiritual and material. In spiritual contexts, gold serves as a metaphor for purity and enlightenment, distinct from its materialistic associations. Mindful use of symbols. Symbols like gold can be powerful tools for motivation and self-reflection when used mindfully and without attachment. Gold's rich history and symbolism continue to resonate across cultures, offering insights into human aspirations and values. While its associations with wealth and self-worth are compelling, it is crucial to approach these interpretations with discernment. From a Buddhist perspective, true wealth lies in non-attachment and inner peace, transcending material possessions. By understanding gold's symbolic power, we can harness its potential as a reminder of our intrinsic value and the importance of cultivating inner fulfillment. Green, symbolic associations with growth and renewal. Green, being the color of nature and vegetation, has accumulated rich cultural and symbolic associations, often linked to. Green is strongly associated with growth, renewal, springtime, fertility, and new beginnings. It represents life, vitality, and the natural cycle of regeneration. This symbolism is rooted in the observation of nature's cycles. The emergence of green leaves in spring signals renewal and the promise of growth. Cultures worldwide celebrate the greening of landscapes as a metaphor for rejuvenation and hope. For example, in agrarian societies, green often symbolizes the potential for a prosperous harvest. Ceremonies and festivals in spring frequently incorporate green elements to signify fertility and life's continuity. Beyond physical fertility, green also represents creative and intellectual fertility, fostering the birth of new ideas and projects. Green is inextricably linked to nature, the environment, and the idea of living in harmony with the earth. It evokes feelings of tranquility, calmness, and a deep connection to the natural world. Environmental movements universally adopt green to symbolize their mission to preserve the planet and promote sustainability. In art and architecture, green spaces are incorporated to create a sense of peace and balance. Gardens, parks, and green interiors are valued for their ability to bring nature's soothing qualities into urban environments. Research has shown that exposure to green environments can reduce stress and promote mental well-being, underscoring its symbolic link to harmony and peace. In many cultures, green is synonymous with prosperity, abundance, and financial growth. This association is particularly strong in contexts where currency is green, such as the US dollar. The connection between green and wealth extends to the idea of abundance in all forms, not only material wealth but also richness in relationships, opportunities, and personal growth. The symbolism of green as a harbinger of financial prosperity is often reflected in marketing and branding. Companies focused on growth, wealth management, or environmental sustainability frequently use green in their logos to evoke trust, progress, and abundance. Green is frequently associated with healing, health, and balance. In chromotherapy, color therapy, green is believed to have calming and restorative effects. Healthcare facilities often incorporate green elements in their design to create a calming atmosphere for patients. The connection to healing extends beyond the physical to encompass emotional and spiritual well-being. Green is often seen as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, embodying balance and equilibrium. This symbolic role aligns with its place in the spectrum as a color that mediates between warm and cool tones, reflecting its capacity to harmonize opposites. The story of Clara is presented as a symbolic anecdote, not as evidence of a direct cause and effect relationship between wearing green and achieving business success. It is used to illustrate the potential psychological impact of associating green with growth and opportunity. Clara, a small business owner, was preparing to attend a crucial trade fair. Seeking to project an image of growth, vitality, and connection to her sustainable business practices, she chose to wear a green outfit. As she walked into the event, she reported feeling more confident and aligned with her business values. This heightened sense of self-assurance facilitated positive interactions with potential partners and ultimately led to valuable partnerships. This story demonstrates how symbolic associations, like those attached to the color green, can influence perception and behavior. Clara's confidence and the positive outcomes she experienced may have been amplified by her conscious choice to embody qualities she associated with the color. Beyond Clara's story, various cultural traditions highlight green's symbolic significance. For instance, in Islamic tradition, green is a sacred color often associated with paradise and divine blessings. In Chinese culture, green can symbolize growth, prosperity, and health, although it may also have negative connotations in specific contexts. In Western traditions, green often represents renewal and hope. Holidays like St. Patrick's Day celebrate green as a color of heritage, luck, and growth. In indigenous cultures, green is frequently tied to the land and ecological balance, symbolizing a deep respect for nature. These interpretations highlight green's versatility and its capacity to convey diverse meanings across cultural landscapes. From a psychological perspective, colors can influence mood and behavior. Green's calming and restorative qualities make it a popular choice in environments designed for relaxation or focus. It is used in branding to communicate trust, stability, and sustainability. Practical applications of green symbolism include interior design, incorporating green into living spaces to foster tranquility and creativity. Clothing choices, wearing green to symbolize renewal, growth, or harmony in professional or personal contexts. Marketing strategies, using green to evoke trust and promote products related to health, wellness, or environmental sustainability. From a symbolic perspective, green is often associated with growth, renewal, and sustainable abundance. It can serve as a visual reminder of one's goals for long-term development, both financial and personal. However, it is crucial to understand that this is a symbolic association and a potential psychological effect, not a guarantee of specific outcomes or a manipulation of energy. By understanding and consciously engaging with green symbolic meanings, individuals can use this color as a tool for self-expression and alignment with their goals. However, it remains essential to separate these cultural and psychological interpretations from spiritual doctrines like Buddhism, which emphasize inner peace and detachment over external symbolism. Blue, symbolic associations with clarity and wisdom. Blue, often associated with the sky and the sea, carries a wealth of cultural and symbolic meanings that transcend religious contexts. Below, we explore the diverse associations attributed to this color. Blue is widely recognized as a calming and soothing color, promoting feelings of peace, tranquility, and serenity. Its connection to natural elements like the vast sky and deep oceans often evokes a sense of expansiveness and infinite stillness. This is why blue is commonly used in therapeutic settings such as meditation spaces or spa environments to create a sense of relaxation. In everyday life, wearing blue or surrounding oneself with blue tones may psychologically encourage a state of calmness. For example, blue-painted rooms are often preferred for bedrooms or spaces where peace is prioritized. Research in color psychology suggests that exposure to blue may lower heart rates and reduce stress levels. Blue is frequently associated with clarity of thought, wisdom, intuition, and introspection. This connection likely stems from its alignment with the unclouded sky, which symbolizes infinite potential and intellectual clarity. The color blue is also a prominent choice for logos and branding in industries that value clear communication, such as technology and finance. In symbolic contexts, blue can represent insight and the ability to see beyond the surface. For example, it is often linked to the third eye chakra in yogic traditions, which is said to govern intuition and inner vision. This symbolic link to clarity and wisdom makes blue a favored choice in scenarios requiring focus and mental discipline. Blue is often linked to qualities like communication, trust, loyalty, and stability. Many businesses, especially those in banking and healthcare, use blue in their branding to convey reliability and professionalism. This association with trustworthiness makes blue a color that instills confidence in relationships, whether personal or professional. For instance, blue is commonly used in formal attire, think navy suits, to signify competence and dependability during important meetings or interviews. Its soothing properties also make it an excellent color choice for public speaking engagements or any setting that requires clear and effective communication. While blue is largely associated with positive qualities, it can also represent sadness or melancholy in certain cultural contexts. The term "having the blues" reflects this emotional dimension. However, this duality of meaning underscores the color's depth and versatility in symbolic representation. The story of Laura is presented as a symbolic anecdote, not as evidence of a direct cause and effect relationship between wearing blue and making sound financial decisions. It illustrates the potential psychological impact of associating blue with clarity and calmness. Laura, a young professional who struggled with impulsive spending habits, decided to wear a blue outfit to a New Year's gathering. Her intention was to approach the new year with a clearer financial mindset. At the gathering, she engaged in a thoughtful conversation about financial planning with a friend who happened to be a financial advisor. This interaction led to important insights and inspired Laura to create a budget and set realistic financial goals. While her blue attire did not directly cause these positive outcomes, it symbolized her resolve to cultivate clarity and thoughtful decision-making, which likely contributed to her success. This story serves as a reminder of the symbolic power of colors in influencing psychological states. From a symbolic perspective, blue is often associated with promoting peace, calmness, and mental clarity. These qualities can be helpful for approaching challenges with logic and sound judgment. However, it is important to recognize that this is a symbolic association and a potential psychological effect, not a guarantee of specific outcomes or a manipulation of energy. To further enrich our understanding, it is helpful to examine how blue is perceived across various traditions and psychological frameworks. Historically, blue pigments were rare and expensive to produce. Ultramarine, derived from lapis lazuli, was once more valuable than gold. This rarity imbued blue with a sense of prestige and sacredness. It was frequently used in religious art to depict divine figures, symbolizing their transcendence and purity. In modern contexts, blue's associations with trust and professionalism make it a staple in corporate branding. Technology companies like Facebook and LinkedIn leverage blue to communicate innovation and dependability. Similarly, healthcare organizations use blue to evoke a sense of safety and care. Color psychology suggests that blue can have a profound impact on cognitive performance. Studies have shown that exposure to blue light enhances alertness and decision-making. This may explain why blue is a popular choice for offices and study environments. Blue's rich tapestry of meanings, from calmness and clarity to communication and trust, illustrates its profound impact on human perception and behavior. While these associations are valuable tools for understanding how color influences our psyche, they remain separate from spiritual teachings like Buddhism. Recognizing this distinction allows us to appreciate blue's symbolic power, while staying true to the principles of mindfulness and ethical living. White, symbolic associations with fresh beginnings. The color white, often associated with light, snow, and clouds, carries a wide array of cultural and symbolic meanings. Its universal recognition often stems from its presence in nature and its ability to evoke feelings of clarity and simplicity. Below are some of the most common symbolic associations of the color white, distinct from Buddhist teachings. 1. Purity, innocence, and cleanliness. In many cultures, white symbolizes purity, innocence, and cleanliness. This association stems from its visual qualities. White reflects light and tends to appear unblemished, making it a natural metaphor for something untouched, untainted, or pure. Examples include Weddings. In Western traditions, white wedding dresses represent the bride's purity and new beginning in life. Religious ceremonies. White is often worn in rituals or ceremonies to signify spiritual purity and devotion. Hygiene. The association with cleanliness is evident in the use of white uniforms in medical and scientific professions. 2. New beginnings, fresh starts, and opportunities. White is frequently linked to the idea of a blank canvas, symbolizing new beginnings and fresh starts. This association is both literal and metaphorical, as seen in New Year's traditions. Wearing white during New Year's celebrations or rituals is common in some cultures, symbolizing the desire for a fresh start and the clearing of past burdens. Clean slates. The image of a blank white sheet or canvas evokes the potential to start anew and create something meaningful. Modern symbolism. In branding and marketing, white often represents minimalism and the promise of innovation. 3. Peace, tranquility, and serenity. White is also widely associated with peace and calmness. Its connection to serenity can be observed in doves and peace symbols. The white dove is an enduring symbol of peace in many cultures. Design and architecture. White spaces in interior design are often used to create a tranquil and calming atmosphere. Nature. Snow-covered landscapes, often white and pristine, evoke a sense of stillness and peace. 4. Spirituality, transcendence, and enlightenment. While white is often associated with spirituality and enlightenment in many traditions, these interpretations differ significantly depending on cultural context. In Buddhism, symbol of renunciation, some Buddhist practitioners wear white robes to signify simplicity, renunciation of worldly attachments, and a focus on ethical conduct. Enlightenment. Although enlightenment is not tied to the color white itself, the qualities associated with it, such as wisdom and liberation, are sometimes metaphorically linked to light or clarity. Non-material emphasis. Buddhism emphasizes inner transformation over external symbols, distinguishing it from cultural practices that attribute energetic properties to colors like white. 5. Cultural practices and symbolic associations. In various cultures, white holds distinct meanings, such as mourning. In many Eastern traditions, such as those in China and India, white is associated with mourning and death, symbolizing the transition to another state of existence. Celebrations. In contrast, in other contexts, white is used to celebrate purity, such as in the observance of specific rites of passage or festivals. Universal appeal. White often carries a neutral or unifying symbolic meaning, making it versatile in cross-cultural communication. To illustrate the symbolic associations of white, consider the following anecdote, presented as a personal experience rather than evidence of an energetic influence. 2 years ago, I participated in a New Year's ritual and chose to wear white. I focused on envisioning my goals for the year ahead, writing down intentions, and imagining a fresh start. The months that followed brought unexpected positive developments in various areas of my life. While I don't believe the color white had a direct impact, wearing it helped reinforce my mindset for renewal and positive change. This example highlights the potential psychological impact of using symbolic cues, such as colors or rituals, to set intentions and frame one's outlook. The act of wearing white served as a visual and emotional reminder of the desire to embrace new opportunities and focus on personal growth. Principles of impermanence and non-attachment, cultivating an understanding of the transient nature of all things. These principles form the foundation of Buddhist practice, focusing on inner transformation rather than external symbols. While setting positive intentions and engaging in symbolic practices can be psychologically beneficial, they should be distinguished from the core Buddhist path, which emphasizes wisdom, compassion, ethical conduct, and mindfulness. To deepen our understanding of white symbolism, consider the following. Psychological impact. Clarity and focus. Surrounding oneself with white can create a sense of mental clarity, reducing visual distractions and fostering focus. Emotional reset. Wearing or decorating with white can evoke feelings of renewal, helping individuals feel ready to tackle new challenges. Cultural conditioning. The associations people hold with white are often shaped by their cultural backgrounds, experiences, and societal norms. Symbolism in art and literature. Art, white often symbolizes purity or the divine in classical and religious art. Literature. White is used metaphorically to represent innocence, new beginnings, or emptiness, depending on the context. Modern media. White often connotes minimalism, innovation, or peace in branding and storytelling. Contemporary practices. Minimalism. The rise of minimalism and style movements has popularized white as a symbol of simplicity and intentional living. Health and wellness. White is frequently used in spas and wellness centers to create a calming, rejuvenating atmosphere. Fashion. White clothing is often associated with elegance and a sense of renewal. White carries rich and diverse symbolic associations across cultures, traditions, and personal practices. It can serve as a powerful visual and emotional tool for those seeking renewal, focus, and clarity. However, it is vital to separate these symbolic interpretations from Buddhist teachings, which emphasize inner transformation, ethical living, and the cultivation of wisdom and compassion as the path to liberation. Recognizing the distinction between cultural practices and spiritual doctrine ensures a deeper appreciation of both, while avoiding conflation or misunderstanding. It is essential to clarify from the outset that this intention-setting practice, while incorporating visualization and symbolic elements, is not a traditional Buddhist ritual. Buddhism offers a rich array of practices such as meditation, chanting, and offerings. However, the specific combination of using a candle, water, and a symbolic colored object as described here does not align with standard Buddhist customs for invoking prosperity or success. Additionally, the idea of aligning your energy is not a core Buddhist principle. Instead, this exercise draws inspiration from a variety of traditions and universal themes related to mindfulness, visualization, and goal setting. It is a secular activity meant to help you focus your aspirations and provide a tangible reminder of your objectives for the coming year. The practice, a secular intention-setting ritual. This intention-setting practice is designed to encourage clarity and mindfulness as you enter the new year. You are invited to adapt it to suit your beliefs, preferences, and cultural traditions. Here's how to perform the practice step by step. 1. Gather your supplies. Prepare the following items. A candle. Choose any color that resonates with you or symbolizes your intention. For example, green might represent growth and prosperity, while white could symbolize clarity and peace. A small bowl of water. Water is a universal symbol of purification and fluidity, representing the flow of intentions into the future. A symbolic object. Select an object that holds personal significance or represents your goals. It might be a small token, such as a stone, charm, or colored item, associated with the outcome you desire. 2. Reflect and write your intentions. Take some quiet time to reflect on your aspirations for 2025. Ask yourself questions like, what do I want to achieve this year? What qualities or habits do I want to cultivate? What areas of my life need the most attention and growth? Write down your intentions clearly and concisely. For example, I intend to build a healthier lifestyle by exercising regularly and eating nourishing foods. I will dedicate time to my creative pursuits, completing my first novel. 3. Create a calm and sacred space. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can focus without distractions. Arrange your items on a clean surface. If you like, you can add additional elements such as soothing music, incense, or crystals to enhance the ambiance. 4. Light the candle. Light the candle as a symbol of illumination and the start of a new cycle. The flame represents clarity, transformation, and the light of your intentions guiding you forward. 5. Meditate and visualize. Focus your gaze on the candle flame and read over your written intentions. Close your eyes and visualize yourself already achieving your goals. Imagine the emotions, sensations, and sense of accomplishment you will feel when your aspirations become reality. Let this visualization be vivid and immersive. During this step, you may choose to repeat affirmations or mantras that align with your intentions, such as, I am capable of achieving my dreams. Abundance and success flow naturally into my life. 6. Symbolic placement of the object. Take the symbolic object you selected and place it in a spot where you will see it regularly, perhaps on your desk, a bedside table, or a special shelf. This object will serve as a daily reminder of your goals and keep you focused throughout the year. 7. Release and trust. After completing the practice, release any attachment to specific outcomes. Trust that by setting clear intentions and taking consistent, mindful actions, you are aligning yourself with your desired path. Let go of worry or impatience, knowing that the seeds you have planted will grow in their own time. To illustrate the potential benefits of intention setting, consider the story of my friend Emily. Last year, during a similar practice, Emily focused her intentions on clearing her debt. She visualized herself free from financial burdens and set a clear goal to achieve this outcome. Following her practice, she took practical steps, such as creating a budget, seeking additional income opportunities, and sticking to her plan. Within months, Emily encountered unexpected financial opportunities that helped her significantly reduce her debt. It's important to note that Emily's success was not due to the magical properties of the ritual itself, but rather to her clear intentions combined with decisive actions. Her story demonstrates the value of mindfulness, goal setting, and perseverance. Enhancing the practice, tips, and variations. Incorporate gratitude. Begin or end the ritual with a moment of gratitude. Reflect on what you are already thankful for in your life. Use a journal. Keep a dedicated journal to track your progress throughout the year. Revisit your intentions regularly and note any accomplishments or adjustments. Seasonal check-ins. Repeat the practice at the start of each season to refine your goals and stay aligned with your aspirations. Invite community. Perform the ritual with friends or family, sharing your intentions and supporting each other's journeys. This intention-setting practice offers a thoughtful way to transition into the new year with clarity and purpose. While not rooted in any specific spiritual tradition, it draws upon universal themes of mindfulness, visualization, and symbolic action. By taking the time to focus on your goals and align your actions with your intentions, you create a foundation for meaningful growth and positive change in the year ahead. Daily practices to support well-being and positive intention, distinguishing from Buddhist practice. It is crucial to emphasize that while the following practices can be helpful for cultivating a positive mindset and setting intentions, they are not presented as specifically Buddhist practices. The concept of sustaining abundance, as presented here, especially in the context of material wealth, differs from the Buddhist emphasis on non-attachment and contentment. While Buddhism doesn't condemn material possessions, it emphasizes inner peace and liberation from suffering as the primary goals. Therefore, these practices are presented as general well-being and intention-setting exercises, drawing inspiration from various traditions but clearly distinguished from core Buddhist teachings. Daily practices to support well-being and positive intention. These practices are designed to support a positive mindset, cultivate gratitude, and reinforce your intentions for the new year. Morning affirmations. Starting your day with positive affirmations can help set a positive tone and reinforce your intentions. Examples include, I am capable and resourceful, I am open to new opportunities, or I approach each day with confidence and clarity. Pairing this with wearing a color that symbolically resonates with your intention, as discussed previously, remembering those are symbolic associations, not energetic influences, can serve as a visual reminder. Mindful incorporation of colors. Incorporating colors into your daily life through clothing, accessories, or decor can be a way to create a more positive and inspiring environment. For example, having green plants in your workspace can be visually refreshing and promote a sense of calm, while using gold accents, again symbolically, can serve as a reminder of your goals. Creating a supportive environment. Keeping your environment organized and clutter-free can contribute to a sense of calm and clarity. Adding symbolic objects that represent your goals or values can serve as visual reminders and reinforce your intentions. Regular reflection and gratitude. Regularly revisiting your goals and reflecting on your progress is important for staying focused and motivated. Taking time each month, perhaps around the full moon, a time often associated with reflection in various cultures, but not specifically in this way in core Buddhist teachings. To review your intentions, acknowledge your achievements, and express gratitude for the positive aspects of your life can be beneficial. Guided visualization. Regularly visualizing your goals as if they have already been achieved can be a powerful way to reinforce your intentions and cultivate a positive mindset. Incorporating colors into your visualization, again symbolically, can enhance the experience. Cultivating gratitude and generosity. Practicing gratitude by acknowledging the positive aspects of your life and expressing appreciation can foster a sense of contentment and well-being. Engaging in acts of kindness and generosity can create a positive cycle of giving and receiving, fostering a sense of connection and purpose. You've explored how symbolic associations with colors, combined with conscious actions and intention setting, can potentially influence your mindset and support a sense of well-being. From using red as a symbolic reminder of courage to engaging in regular reflection and gratitude practices, these exercises can create a foundation for positive change and personal growth. It is important to remember that the effectiveness of these practices relies on your own belief, commitment, and consistent effort. These are tools to support your personal development, not guarantees of specific outcomes. Key reminders: symbolic associations. The color associations discussed are symbolic and drawn from various cultural and psychological interpretations, not from core Buddhist teachings. Intention setting. Setting clear intentions and taking action towards your goals can be beneficial, but it's important to distinguish this from the Buddhist path to liberation. Focus on inner qualities. The primary focus should be on cultivating inner qualities, such as mindfulness, compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct, as emphasized in Buddhist teachings. Start today by choosing one practice or symbolic color association that resonates with you and integrate it into your daily life. Observe its impact on your mindset and well-being. Share your experiences and reflections in the comments below, creating a supportive community for positive growth and intention setting. Crucial disclaimer: it is absolutely essential to emphasize that these practices and interpretations are based on general well-being principles and symbolic associations, and are not related to core Buddhist teachings on abundance or material wealth. Buddhism focuses on the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and the principles of karma, impermanence, and dependent origination as the path to liberation, not on manipulating external circumstances or attracting material wealth through rituals, color associations, or other such practices. While cultivating a positive mindset, setting intentions, and practicing gratitude can be beneficial for mental and emotional well-being, it's important to distinguish these practices from the core Buddhist path, which emphasizes non-attachment, contentment, inner peace, and liberation from suffering. Subscribe to Buddhist Mindfulness for more insights on living a mindful and compassionate life, rooted in the core principles of Buddhist teachings. Together, let's continue this journey of self-discovery, cultivating inner peace and living with greater wisdom and compassion. Let's make 2025 a year of mindful awareness, ethical conduct, and the development of inner strength and resilience.